Hi everyone, my name is Chris Hatton and I'm an arts educator and researcher at the University of Newcastle in Australia. And I'm going to briefly outline my ITAC climate impact project for 2022. First, I want to begin by acknowledging the Awabakal people, the traditional custodians of the land on which I'm speaking right now. I pay my respects to their elders, past, present and emerging, and I also extend my respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who may be watching this video. Land and sovereignty were never ceded in Australia. This is, was and always will be Aboriginal land. So my ITAC climate impact project focuses on the challenges, past and present, that faces my region here on Awabakal country, what's known as the Hunter region on the east coast of Australia, where the city of Newcastle is a major city. Now, many things are special about this place. Its Indigenous people, their language, histories and cultures, the land, its animals, the diverse ecosystems here, and the current locals. Australia is a settler colony where settlers invaded and then stayed. So we have had 250 years of colonisation, settlement, environmental damage, and industrial development. And this region particularly so. The region is renowned for its contrasting attributes, diverse natural environments such as pristine, beautiful beaches, Ramsar-rated wetlands, one just behind my university, its vineyards and wonderful wine, and also its white history of intensive coal mining that carves its way through woodlands and wetlands along the Hunter River to the port to ship our coal across the world. So this is an interesting place full of contrasts, and this project is situated very much within this region and will work directly with local schools using drama pedagogy to drive a creative inquiry process across the curriculum. We will work with primary and secondary schools during the project. So what's the climate issue at the heart of this project? Well, it's complex. In simple terms, the project focuses on the concept of sanctuary, and we will explore this concept in relation to land education, probing the complex entanglements that humans and animals have and share in our region. The key character at the heart of this story is not a human character, and also not an animal that we can touch. And indeed, we probably won't see this animal. The heart of the story will be the tale of the migratory shorebirds that come to our region every year. And in particular, the bar-tailed godwit is going to be the focus of our inquiry. Just one of them, one of the many birds. It flies here every year to our coastal environments in our Hunter wetland. And the crisis that affects our region is, how can we renegotiate our relationship to land so that we can preserve the wetland environments for these migratory birds that circumnavigate the world on a yearly basis, irrespective of what we might be doing. They fly along the East Asian Flyway from Australia and New Zealand up through the mudflats of the Yellow Sea and then on to the Arctic tundras of Alaska, and then back down to us again in one of the longest uninterrupted flights recorded, 11,000 kilometres. I don't know how they do it. So the project's going to use drama to position the students at the epicentre of this climate crisis as experts, as locals. And through the safety of role play, we're going to stir our knowledge together and critically consider how best to care for country and these birds. The project works through, with and in the arts, using drama as a particular focus, as an art form, to guide the students through rich experiences so that they can critically and creatively engage with the problems under scrutiny in the stories and concepts we interrogate. There are a number of potential partners who we've yet to invite to be part of our projects. We have, on a local level, government authorities like the Landcare Service, the council. We also want to tap into the wonderful knowledge of our local Bird Observers Club, which knows all about the goings-on of these shorebirds. But quite centrally, we want to really position Indigenous knowledges at the heart of the way that we consider these issues and caring for country. And so we hope to enlist the help of our Aboriginal Education Consultative Group and local elders who can help us send to this project on those critical Indigenous knowledges about caring and the design of the materials that we actually use. And lastly, we're hoping to partner with CMT from the UK, who's going to provide the platform, the digital platform called Prospero Digital, for us to work with and use technologies in a blended way in our drama projects. So what are we going to do? Well, we will set up a collective that will be called the Creative Coast Collective. And this collective is going to be established and will bring together local schools and researchers, teaching artists, classroom teachers, students and partners in our projects so that we can use drama education to activate these human capacities of care, collaboration, responsibility. How do we respond on a damaged planet? The collective will conduct teacher professional learning and will co-teach the curriculum in 4 to 6 schools in our region, with a teaching artist embedded in each of those schools for the project. We hope that it's going to provide a safe space for sustained inquiry and critical engagement, where teachers and teaching artists will work alongside each other, working with the young people and communities to explore their relationship to the land, the Indigenous knowledges and concepts of caring for country, and also will examine the social and environmental needs for climate justice and collaboration that's required for this kind of habitat preservation for the survival of these migratory birds. Now, drama will be used as a pedagogy for working across the curriculum in a truly transdisciplinary way. You'll use role play, improvisation and puppetry alongside technologies to engage students and teachers in rich learning experiences. The project will use a system of teaching developed by the late great Professor Dorothy Heathcote called Rolling Roll, where different groups collaborate and participate in a shared dramatic inquiry. The project's going to culminate in a learning festival where the students are going to share their work with parents, community members and partners. And the projects itself, all of the projects will be documented and researched at the same time so that we can look at the effectiveness of models of using the arts for climate action and radical dialogue, positioning young people very critically as the voices of leadership, of collaborative action and of care. We hope the project allows for rich, artful inquiry and helps participants examine the issues and the need for climate action. In particular, we're exploring how we can use the arts to problematize and co-create knowledge, to do things differently. How we can use drama and the arts to allow us, as Donna Haraway says, to stay with the trouble, helping young people to develop a productive sense of responsibility. Not responsibility, but responsibility, so that they can grapple with some of the big climate problems of our time, in our region and beyond. So that's what we're aiming to do. Stay tuned for further updates about how we travel through this exciting ITAC climate impact project. We look forward to sharing our discoveries with you in the future, and I hope you will be interested in sharing our journey with us. Thank you.